This has been Meiselas from the MeidasTouch network. Donald Trump has taken to his failing social media platform on Labor Day not to talk about labor, not to talk about how to improve conditions of workers or raising the minimum wage to a living wage or to support unions, things that Democrats and Joe Biden were talking about on Labor Day. No, Donald Trump took to his failing social media platform to say that the results of 2020 should be changed so that he could be reinstated as the president. In other words, Donald Trump was on his social media platform, his failing social media platform, calling for a coup to overthrow the United States government and also denigrating the Department of Justice and the FBI. On his failing social media platform, this is what Trump posted on Labor Day. Quote, "Now that the FBI and DOJ have been caught in a massive and determinative election rigging scam, are they going to change the results of the 2020 presidential election? They should. They absolutely shouldn't. One. Number two, it is absolutely a big lie, a massive conspiracy, and a total dangerous one, as dangerous and anti-democratic as you get, to just lie to people and say that the FBI and DOJ have been caught in a massive and determinative election rigging scam." This is the leader of the Republican Party, which is now the MAGA Republican Party. There is a reason President Biden called these people fascists, because fascists don't accept the results of elections and they resort to political violence. And this is exactly what Donald Trump is doing on Labor Day. And I think about President Biden's speech that he gave on Labor Day. And even in Biden's speech, you know, one of the things that he had called out too, which I appreciate, was when one of these Trump hecklers came in there, you know, Biden's like, look, this heckler has the right to be an idiot in here. As much as I hate it in our democratic system, he has the right to be an idiot. But sure, he's an idiot. Here, play this clip from Biden.
And it's not I mean it from the bottom of my heart. As I said last week, we remain in the battle for the soul of America. By the way, all right, God love you. Let him go. Let him go. No, 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 no. Don't let him go. Look, everybody's entitled to be an idiot. No, everybody's entitled. Okay? Look.
And I appreciate Biden just pushing back right now against these MAGA fascists. He's had enough, calling out these idiots for what and who they are. And here's this other clip of Biden. I like this nickname that he gave these Trumpers. He calls them Trumpies. Play this clip.
But all kidding aside, we did fine. No complaints. We did fine. But here's the point. The biggest contrast from what MAGA Republicans, the extreme right, the Trumpies, they want to go to Congress. These MAGA Republicans in Congress are coming for your Social Security as well.
You know, a study was done, and these MAGA Republicans really represent not even anywhere close to half of our population. It's like 10 to 15% of our population. They're just loud, obnoxious, and they want to overthrow our democracy. And that's something that we can never let happen. I want to play this clip too from one of the weekend shows. And this is of Congressmember Jamie Raskin talking about the staples of fascism and why MAGA Republicans fit that billing to a T. Here, play this clip.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for having me, Major.
So former President Trump says that MAGA Republicans are trying to save democracy and they want to be taken seriously on this issue. So let's review what the former president said this week earlier. He said the 2020 election should be rerun or he should be reinstated in office, and that if reelected in 2024, he would provide apologies and full pardons to those charged and or convicted for storming the Capitol on January 6th. Evaluate that.
Well, first, if he's saying that the election should be rerun, which is something he's been asserting from the beginning, that's totally outside of the Constitution. There's no procedure for the military just to seize the election machinery and run a new election, which is one of the things that his disgraced former National Security Advisor, Michael Flynn, was pushing, and we know was part of the January 6th plot. Look, more than 60 courts rejected every claim of electoral fraud. and corruption, which Donald Trump advanced. He's had the benefit of more than 60 courts, including 8 courts where he appointed the judges to office, look at all those claims, and they were all rejected. It was rejected in the states, and he lost the election. 2 of the hallmarks of a fascist political party are, 1, they don't accept the results of elections that don't go their way, and 2, they embrace political violence. And I think that's why President Biden was right to sound the alarm this week about these continuing attacks on our constitutional order from the outside by Donald Trump and his movement.
I think Jamie Raskin said it perfectly there. And as we reflect again on this Labor Day message, you have the Democratic Party, which is spreading solutions, how to make things better for workers, how to strengthen unions, how to protect and preserve Social Security and Medicare and make health care more affordable. That's the messaging there. On the other side, you have the Republican Party, which is now the MAGA Republican Fascist Party, led by Donald Trump, a ranting and raving wannabe fascist lunatic out there saying that the presidential election from 2020 should be overturned and that he should be reinstated. This is absolutely horrendous. We need to show this. We need to absolutely call it out, and we need to very, very, very powerfully condemn this and speak and appeal to the better senses of the silent majority of this country and say, what that is advocating for, what Republicans are advocating for, is against your interest, is against democratic values, and it's absolutely abhorrent. Lie after lie after lie that spread trying to attack and erode our democracy. And as the summer concludes and we're on the final stretch to the midterm elections in November, we all need to fight together for the preservation of our democracy and to fight back against these despicable MAGA fascists. This has been Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Make sure you hit the subscribe button now. We just surpassed 500,000 YouTube subscribers. We're on our way to 1 million. This pro-democracy movement is only getting stronger by the day, thanks to you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button now. This has been Ben Meiselas. You can also check out the podcast I do with my brothers. Wherever you get your podcast, you can check out the MeidasTouch podcast. Just search MeidasTouch podcast wherever you get your podcast. Thank you.
MeidasTouch is unapologetically pro-democracy. And look, we know you are too. So please make sure you check out our best-selling shirt and our best-selling gear, the unapologetically pro-democracy gear. And hey, while you're at it, make sure you check out my favorite shirt and one of our most famous designs. It wasn't rigged, you're just a loser. At store.meidastouch.com. That's store.meidastouch.com.